Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to have you focus on the deck that is resonating with you. I'm going to hold each one up to the camera starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or how about deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right, so I hope you have made your selection, and we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Don't forget to check out my clarity journal, you guys. It's just a journal with prompts using tarot images. So I hope you guys check it out. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can also visit my website, TemajTarot.com. All right, so we have the overall energy. Oh, let's just reverse. Yeah. As the Ace of Wands. Not the overall energy, but you get it. The Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords. Now we have the overall energy as the Knight of Swords, the Sun, and the Emperor. All right. So overall energies, I kind of feel like maybe you guys are feeling inspired or motivated. Something's happening where you feel like you want to take control of a situation, and maybe something is motivating you to pursue your passions or your goals. I feel like you're also getting ready to have some sort of a breakthrough. Or maybe you are being put into the spotlight and somehow you're going to get some sort of recognition. And I just feel like you're, celebrating something. Maybe you're going to be celebrating, a new relationship, a new job, or just something that you've been wanting to do, moving, living situation. And it also looks like whatever's going on, you are releasing as well. So I feel like you're ready to move in a new direction, even if that means, cutting off, old people, old situations. I feel like you're getting ready to go through some sort of a rebirth. Now, I also feel that the truth is coming out. It could be that once the truth comes out, you're going to let go or disconnect from certain people. You also might be doing something in regards to social media where maybe you're removing people or unfollowing people, or even taking like some sort of break from social media. Now you also might feel cut off, or there could be some sort of disconnect in regards to communication. If you felt like you were under some sort of dictatorship, I feel like you are being removed from that or released from that, and it's time to kind of like celebrate your freedom. If you are creative, it just looks like, you're doing something that is very artistic or creative. You could also be doing something from home or making some sort of changes to your home. Maybe you're painting. It just seems like you're making some sort of changes to your life going forward. Now you could be involved with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also could be an Aries or a water sign that you're dealing with. As far as a relationship, there is a possibility that someone is kind of transferring or transitioning from one person to another. Like maybe initially you were involved with one person and then you decided to let go or remove yourself from that person and move on to the next. And it also looks like you're changing because you're like stepping outside of your comfort zone. So I feel like you're also kind of revisiting a past situation, something that maybe has been weighing heavily on you. I feel like maybe you're needing closure so that you can let go or move on or be released from a situation. And I feel like you're also ready to confront something or deal with something that initially you were afraid to deal with. I feel like you're challenging yourself. You're going through some sort of personal changes. I feel like you're going through some sort of evolution, like you're evolving. And I feel like you're coming out of the shadows. Like maybe there was a side of you that you kept private or hidden. And I feel like now you're ready to speak or come forward. I kind of feel like maybe something has changed you. Someone wants to show that they're a different person or they're not afraid anymore, that they can overcome their obstacles or they're not afraid of challenges. So something is happening where a side of you is coming out like the fighter in you. I feel like there's a fighting spirit within you and something is bringing it out. I feel like you've also had to keep starting something over and over again. And now you're just kind of done with that pattern. I feel like there could be something exciting happening when it comes to your career. You could be working on a passion project or finally completing something, like you've been working on something and then putting it off or procrastinating. And I feel like finally you get it done with. You complete it and you're like, finally, now I can focus on other things. So I've freed up some time in my life to do this and that. So I feel like you have reached a level of completion. Anything, I feel like you could have been working on anything. You are celebrating a sense of accomplishment. if you were making changes to your home, renovations, or even trying to leave, I feel like you're going to be successful with that. In regards to a relationship, I feel like something is new in regards to a relationship. But it feels more on a side of letting go. And I feel like two people had been trying to work things out. Maybe something was just too complicated. Maybe you got tired of someone's secrets or mixed signals. And because of that, you've decided that it's just time for you to release yourself from this person in this situation. Something that's still like a sense of accomplishment. And again, I feel like there is a secret coming out. Some sort of secret is going to come out or be revealed. It's also possible that a relationship could end as soon as it starts. But it's kind of like the closure that was needed. It's possible that an air sign is going to bring some sort of clarity. Or a dream that you have is going to give you clarity. Like you might have received some sort of message in your dreams, and it's confusing initially, but then it makes sense once it comes to fruition. There also could be something that comes out in regards to an earth sign. You might find yourself like confronting someone or asking someone, is this true? Or someone might approach you and ask you, is this what really happened, or is this true? So again, it looks like there is a situation happening where something ends as soon as it begins, but it's kind of like closure. It makes me think of like a breakup where two people end up getting back together, and then it's like realizing, okay, now I see why it didn't work. And then you can have that closure and let it go. There is still a possibility that this is more so about two people who have broken up get back together to figure out some things or decide if they want to work on things or not. But I don't know. It's kind of looking like a breakup again. I feel like you're also confident in making some sort of decision, like you're standing your ground. I feel like you're saying no and sticking to it. I feel like you're doing something that is very courageous. This is you fighting back. You're fighting back by letting go or stepping away. Even if it's about your job, it's like maybe you've decided that no, I'm not going to do this, or this isn't for me. So you just like stop talking about it and you actually let go. Like maybe you've been complaining about one day you're going to leave, or one day this, and then one day you actually do it. And I feel like anything that you're trying to hold on to, that you can't seem to let go of, but it's like you're still trying to beat a dead horse or hold on to a situation that is dead, like the universe is just going to come and wipe the slate clean so that there can be no going back. I feel that something had to be leveled out. Like there had to be a fall and a crumble. Like something was in your way. Something was in your path or blocking your vision. And I feel like something had to be leveled out so that you could see the entire situation or the entire outcome. It's like now you have like a clear view of, you know, what had been in a way or what had been happening, and now you're ready to make some sort of new move or go down a new path. I kind of feel like you're also learning something new. I feel like you're also making some sort of decision when it comes to your future, your finances, decisions about having stability in your life, where your focus needs to be, what you're going to put your attention into, what you're investing into. Now, as far as relationships, after one relationship ends, it's possible that there is someone else coming forward who knows what they want. There may be someone coming towards you that sees you as being in their life long term, like they're seeing a future with you. And so there may be someone who is starting to talk to you, like I'm seeing like a little bit of communication developing because this person feels like they see a life with you. I do feel like someone is a single parent though. So I don't know how you feel about someone having a child or children, but I do feel like this person's a single parent. And I feel like this person wants you to know that they still have like this whole other life or family that they take care of, or like they're still involved with the ex only because of the children. Yeah. So if a relationship does start, or it's kind of like some sort of baby steps going into a new relationship, I feel like you're getting to know someone and like trying to be truthful, or they're trying to be truthful and honest with you. And they're revealing things little by little. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that picked deck number 2. All right, you have the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Let me turn this over just in case. Overall energy, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the High Priestess. All right, so overall energies, there is something that you're concerned about. I feel like there's a lot on your mind. Maybe there's like a lot of things going on. Like you're thinking about love, you're thinking about your career, you're thinking about family. Like a lot of things I feel like are on your mind. And it seems too like something is going on where you are in some sort of denial. Like maybe you don't want to acknowledge something, like Spirit is trying to reveal something to you and you're just kind of like, I'm not trying to hear this, Spirit. Like, this is overwhelming. This is too much. And I feel like you're trying to avoid certain things by keeping yourself busy. But the pressure might be getting to you, and like you're having to acknowledge something. You also might need to like speak about something, or maybe Spirit is urging you to speak about something that you've been trying to avoid or suppress. I also feel that someone can, like, something about the way they communicate or speak can be venomous or deadly. Like someone has a power that they need to develop. It needs to mature, because I feel like their speech almost could be like a weapon. It could be this person's ability to speak truth. You might have some sort of gift that needs to be nurtured, and it's like you're needing to practice whatever this is. You need to practice with it, some sort of ability. And again, I'm getting like this blocked energy. Not speaking enough. There seems to be challenges when it comes to communication. I don't know if you are tiptoeing around something, like you need to say something, but you're tiptoeing around it. It also seems like you're seeing things, but like I said, you're in denial, or you you don't want to acknowledge it or talk about something right now. You're like, I'm just going to avoid this situation. Spirit could be trying to tell you something about your friend, a relative, sibling, or someone within your inner circle that is giving you doubts or that you're having anxiety about. Now, in a romantic situation, it could just be two people who are supposed to be friends or see each other platonically, but also might have like some sort of romantic feelings developing, and neither party wants to admit it. It could be that if you are in a relationship but you're suspicious about your partner's whereabouts, there is a possibility that they've been flirting with someone at the gym. Like maybe there has been something inappropriate developing between somebody and their partner at the gym. It also could be that you're the one that knows that you might be getting involved with someone in a way that could be inappropriate, and you're trying not to go there, or you're trying to keep some sort of a boundary up, but the chemistry is there. Definitely could be a situation where two people are in denial of the physical attraction that they have for one another. I also feel that something could develop between coworkers. Like something is just like fun and flirty initially, but maybe like some real feelings are developing with a coworker. Now, I also feel that you could be networking or trying to establish trust with someone. Maybe you initially don't trust like a fire sign or an air sign, but you eventually start to let your guards down and get to know somebody. I do feel that there's a possibility that you're going to make a long time connection or friend, or like if you meet somebody at work, even if it's more so platonic anyway, doesn't have to be romantic, but like if you meet somebody at work, it might end up being like a long-term connection. I'm getting collaboration too, so you could be collaborating with someone. Now, something about a collaboration seems like it's a secret. It's possible that you could get invited to like a secret group. Like you're being invited to something, but it's a secret. You could be a participant in something like some sort of panel. Your finances, I feel like you're building them up, or you're working on your finances. You're trying to establish some sort of security. If you've been concerned about work, I feel like you're going to find a job, but it might be part-time. So I feel like you're going to be writing down your thoughts. I feel like you're writing down your thoughts. This could be a certain plan, like a plan, like you're trying to write down some sort of plan about your futures, how you're going to do certain things. Something about your plan still is coming off as private or secret. In a love situation, it's coming off as having to make a choice. Maybe you've been torn between two people, or you are involved in a situation where someone is torn between you and another person. I feel like someone is needing to make a decision. And it does look like you if it's you, like you're having clarity. Someone is like, okay, I know where I need to go or which direction I need to go in. Now I'm also getting contracts or agreements being signed. Now, it is also possible that you have like a hidden enemy that is trying to prevent you from leaving or moving forward, or someone is like blocking. Someone could be trying to bind you. Or if it's more about the manifestation, there could be someone that is trying to manifest you. They're channeling your energy, trying to get you to think of them or fall in love with them. I feel like you're also doing things in private or in secret. I feel like you're making like secret moves. You're going places alone, or maybe you're not telling people what you're doing. If you're in an established relationship, I feel like somebody is hiding something from you, or you are hiding something from your partner. There definitely could be some sort of love triangle, or something's going on with the third party. Okay, so I feel like you're also rekindling something like a friendship or something romantic. I just feel like you're rekindling a friendship or something, where there's like some sort of reconciliation. I feel like you're also bonding with someone who could be very private or secretive. Or bonding with someone who's just very mysterious. I feel that you have someone who is like part of your soul group or a soulmate. So from a spiritual perspective, I feel like you guys incarnated here together, and agreed to meet up in this lifetime for whatever reason. Likely you're going to help each other conquer some sort of fears. I'm hearing something about stick to the plan, stick to the agreement, or stick to the plan. I feel like you're also just in general revisiting a past desire or situation. So even if it's not revisiting or rekindling a relationship, you might decide you want to visit your old neighborhood, or maybe you want to go back to your old job. Or if it's something new, I feel like this is something you used to want to do a long time ago, whether it's from childhood or young adulthood, something that you never got a chance to do. I feel like you're going to revisit that desire, and you're like, let me see if I can do this again. So it might be a dream or a fantasy, but it's like you're revisiting it. Something might make you very emotional as well. There is a possibility on two people bonding, but the bond could be trauma-based. It also could be that two people are simply bonding for their love of horror films. They're like, oh, I love horror films, I love ghost stories, and you're bonding over that. You might need to set boundaries with someone. And I also feel that you're putting up some sort of a barrier. Something might be like a defense mechanism. Someone might be visiting your home or wants to come and visit you. I feel like there's a blockage though, kind of like, especially if this is about reconnecting with a friend or an ex, it's kind of like they're wanting to like meet up or explain how they feel or why they left or whatever the case. And I feel like you're ahead. It's like you want to, but at the same time, you are wearing some sort of guard. You're like, I don't know if I could fully trust them, or I want to talk to them, but I don't want to lose myself because of, you know, whatever happened in the past. Now, I also feel that you are going to be doing something that is considered to be brave. I feel like your confidence, you're doing something that is very courageous that you wouldn't normally do. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. I feel like you're also following your passions. Something has you feeling nervous, especially if you are starting something new, like a job or a new relationship. It just seems like you're nervous, but at the same time, you're ready for it. You might feel pressured, though, to stay in a situation for the time being. Or maybe you're staying in a situation for practical reasons. So definitely feels like you could be trying to hold on to a job or feel pressured into staying someplace, for financial reasons. You're like, I have to. But I feel like you're trying to make the best out of it. Also, either you feel like you can't stop thinking about an air sign, or there's an air sign that can't stop thinking about you. There could also be some sort of secrets. Somebody might be keeping a secret from you. Like maybe they don't know how you're going to react to this secret. So they're keeping something from you. They're trying to share it with you little by little. I feel like somebody is trying to get a taste of what your reaction would be before they share something with you. And after a secret is revealed to you, you are going to need some time to kind of like process it. Yeah. I feel like somebody is also nervous about some sort of upcoming meeting. Something's making you nervous about business or work. All right, so let's go on to deck number 3. All right, you have the 5 of Cups, the King of Swords, the Emperor, the Magician, the 6 of Cups, overall energy, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles or coins. All right, so overall energies, I feel like you had some kind of security or some sort of stability. And I feel like you also wanted to keep something or hold on to something all to yourself because it gave you a sense of security. But it looks as if you might decide to let go, or there is some sort of disappointment. You might miss a connection that you had because it gave you security, or a friendship. If this is about dating and love, you might feel bad because you found out that somebody was in a relationship. But I kind of feel like you are disappointed. You're disappointed in someone that you felt close to, or you miss them. There's disappointment, or you miss them, or maybe it's a combination of both. There's also the possibility that someone is missing you, but they are being too prideful to admit that. Try not to focus on the things that you can't change, past mistakes, and things of that sort, because it does look like maybe there's a little bit of reflecting on the past. I do feel that if you're going through some sort of sadness or depression, like you had to undergo some sort of disappointment in life because it made you stronger, or it's making you stronger. And I feel like you're taking control of your life. Something's going on where you're like, I'm in control. I'm in charge. And you're kind of like laying down the law for yourself. And I feel like you're also claiming things. You're like, this is what I claim. I claim this for myself. And in a way that is kind of like, you know, your manifestation. I feel like there is something that you're trying to create, and it does look like something is returned to you or given to you, because it was meant for you. In a love situation, I feel like there's going to be a reconciliation. Someone that you miss or were close to, but maybe you hadn't talked to them. I feel that this person, you and this person are coming back together. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a family member you fell out with, or whatever. But it seems like you guys are coming back together and reestablishing trust. In career, I feel like you're doing things that bring you happiness and money, security. You could also be managing multiple projects. I feel like you're wearing like many hats, and you might have multiple streams of income coming in. This is someone who is like a business minded person and is kind of playing around with a lot of things. It's like, I'm pulling strings over here, I'm pulling strings over there. I've got all of these things under control, and you're kind of like, you're managing things or pulling like a lot of strings. This is good energy for someone who is self-employed, or who runs, you know, several businesses, or just in general has like several projects going on. And again, with that past energy, I feel like you are reconnecting with your past. Like you used to want to do something a while ago, and now you're doing that. You're playing around with some things and manifesting your dreams. You could be working with or in a relationship or dealing with the energies of air, an Aries or a Scorpio, but especially like an air sign or an Aries. Now, also in a love situation, there's a possibility that someone is coming forward or someone's like pursuing you. I still feel like it might be a past person. And I feel like this person is doing everything in their power to get you back and to get you to trust them again. They're coming off very charming. They could be a little manipulative or playing like some kind of mind games, but I feel like in this situation it's more so to impress you, or to reel you in. It's like this person knows what you like, or they know what you'll respond to, so they're kind of using those tactics to get you to trust them or to come back into your life. And it does seem like it's working, that somebody is like being extremely charming. There could be someone that is, maybe serenading you in a sense, or writing poetry for you or a song for you. Anything that is like kind of deeply romantic, someone is, I feel like, using that to reel you in. But in regards to business or career, it still just seems like, you're doing things that you really care about. Maybe you're getting an opportunity to express yourself creatively. If you used to want to be an influencer, but it didn't work out, I feel like you definitely could get back into that. If you wanted to be an entertainer, I feel like you could get back into that. If you wanted to sing, I feel like you're having an opportunity to flex different talents and abilities that you have. So even though initially it seems like you start off feeling sad or disappointed, I feel like you're not going to stay that way. I feel like you're going to come out of that. I feel like you're also, in a sense, using a form of alchemy, where you're transferring some sort of negative energy, and you're more so transmuting it into something positive, or you're making that energy, that sad energy, you're pulling from something sad and turning it into something beautiful.
My guided journal gives a brief description of each tarot card, and each image has a prompt question to help you relate to the meaning. Whether you're a journaling wizard or a novice, this journal will assist you in acknowledging and navigating patterns that you have as a first step to a self-analysis.
Yeah. Initially, I feel like there is sadness because something didn't work out. Maybe you felt like you tried and it didn't work. But I feel like that needed to happen because now it put you on a new path. And like I said, you are turning your past disappointments into something positive. You're creating some sort of new opportunity for yourself, or a new opportunity is forming, but it wouldn't have come together had you not been disappointed or, had some sort of failure. And then the same thing for love. I feel like initially someone had mixed feelings or they were confused. And I feel like this person maybe feels as if they made a mistake or messed up with you. And this person wants an opportunity to fix that. I feel like you're also having to move on from some sort of plans that didn't work out, and you're just like, well, I just go to plan B. I feel like you are like making some sort of clear decision of what you need to do. You're like, I need to leave this situation behind me. But I feel like it's giving you power. Like I'm seeing strength from pain. Like that pain is like now a weapon or some sort of fuel that's pushing you forward. You might realize that something is more like a blessing in disguise than, you know, a tragedy or burden. And I feel like the universe is urging you to come out from your comfort zone. It's urging you to stand up for yourself, to come out of whatever shadow you've been hiding behind. It's like, come forward. Now, you also could be communicating about your sadness or past disappointments, or turning your life into a story. I feel like you become some sort of communicator about past failures or pains in order to uplift other people or to help them in some way. Now, I also feel like you're being recruited. In a sense, something feels like being recruited. It could be recruited by a company, headhunter, or it could be government related. But I feel like you're going to be recruited to something. Definitely could be recruited for a job. You could also be the one that is recruiting people. I feel like someone is starting a group. It could be an entertainment group, but it seems like business related either way. It feels like you have power, like you have like this ball of power, and you are responsible enough to use this power. I don't know, I just feel like there's like a torch that has been handed to you, and it's just like, now you're in charge, or you're the leader. it feels like a magic wand. Something just feels like a magic wand. If this is something more so magical or metaphysical, it could be that maybe you had tried to do something through manifestation initially and had failed, but that may be because you weren't ready. But now that you've matured, the universe decides that they're going to unlock that ability for you. Because you have that maturity, that experience, the knowledge to make better decisions with that power. I keep feeling like something is at your command. You might become a very powerful messenger or influencer. Like you have some sort of ability. I feel it's coming to life. And I also feel like something is being taken away from one person and given to you. Is like, I guess, like a transference of power. But it's like you have to be careful too, because anybody is capable of abusing their power or their gift. So I feel like you're always going to have to put yourself in check if this is some sort of power being given to you. And definitely seems like you would be tempted to abuse the power. You have to have strength and control. I feel that someone also could be trying to communicate with you indirectly or through telepathy. But I feel like it's getting very aggressive. Kind of pay attention to your body, especially when you get like headaches, because I feel like that could be a form of manipulation, like someone is trying to penetrate your mind and your thoughts. Someone also might be put in a position where they're able to call out things in the world that just, aren't right. In a sense, kind of like a whistleblower. But overall, I feel that you are capable of like manifesting certain things that you want in your life. And I feel like you're learning how to speak things into existence. There could be someone coming back into your life, like you're hearing from this person. It just seems like you're being visited by the past. Could be a fire sign or a water sign. Now also, it could be that you're just intuitive or very sensitive, an empath, and you can detect when someone is thinking about you, talking about you, or getting ready to approach you or re-enter your space, your life. And it's just like, why am I thinking about this person so much? And it's likely because this person is getting ready to come forward or reach out to you in some way. Also, something metaphysical that was happening to you in the past, I feel like it's going to start happening again. I don't know what this experience was. Maybe you used to hear certain sounds. Maybe you used to have visions, and it stopped. Like something that you used to experience spiritually stopped, and it's going to start happening again. Maybe you used to dream a lot and then you stopped. I feel like now you're going to start dreaming a lot again. All right, so yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you guys. Hope it resonates. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys so much. Sending you love and grace.